Hello there folks, welcome back to Malmo. It's been quite a summer. We've not played a lot of football, but we have played some, including, you can see it there, a 1-1 draw in the first leg of this second round qualifier for the Champions League group stages. Zaglebi, apologies if you're from Poland or anywhere else that has any kind of idea how to say that. Lubin, we drew 1 goal apiece. Doesn't tell the full story of the game though. It was let's have a look at it actually. You know, we did boss the game, we just didn't really get going, and there's a few players in there that you won't recognise. A transfer window that wasn't or hasn't been as quiet as I perhaps might have expected. So let's deal with these ins and outs. The outs really. Konstant Diliash has gone out on loan, but Oskar Levicki departs to Saint Etienne. A good move for him. £2.9 million. Had a good first year with us and wasn't really being used, you can see there. So to get nearly £3 million for the boy, I think it's pretty decent money. 26. Swedish international, yes, but not really playing at any great level and never going to improve. So okay to move him on. And the players we've brought in, we picked up an injury at right back. That injury is still there to Larsson. He broke his ankle, so he's out for a few months. That'll see him pretty much out until the end of the season. So in came Lukas Kubler from Freiburg. You know, a decent player, not bad money, just £165,000, well worth that kind of fee. You know, he's played a few games for us already and done fine. Kevin Ndorum comes in for Monaco, so we're picking up some players of you know, of pedigree really. Ndorum, a Monaco product. Not the best, but certainly worth the money we paid. £1.3 million to bring him in. And that's because, again, we sold Levicki. And Ola Toivonen, we bought him in, and I'll explain why. He's a little bit older than I'd normally buy, but he's a Malmo boy. Played 51 times 10 years ago, so he comes back. Can sort of play up front and in midfield. Not really ideally suited for any of the roles we normally go for. But Zlatan, who was sort of one of the aims of me, of myself, to bring him back to the club, he's only gone and retired. So if you can't get Zlatan, who do you go and get? You go and get Ola Toivonen. So Ola Toivonen is the new Zlatan. Don't tell him. But yeah, he's done okay. You know, he's got 1 assist in his couple of games. And how have we performed? Well, we've played quite a few games. There's a big break over there, so you know we've not played a lot of games recently, but we've done fine. You know, I'm struggling to remember actually where. I think it was the Svensken Cup, was it? Yes, it was. So we've packed in a lot of games. We beat Diligori. They're from Georgia in the first qualifying round quite comfortably, a 5 and a 4-0 victory, and we managed also to beat well, a big club, AIK, by 8-1 at the Swedbank. Marcus Rosenberg's planning to retire at the end of this year. At the end of his contract, he will depart the club, and he'll do so with our thanks. He's having a fantastic swan song. I'm not going to try and persuade him to stay because I've got a feeling those are going to drop off the map like no one's business. So we'll let him go off to enjoy his retirement, and all that before a 1-1 draw. As I said, Lucas Hurler got the away goal for us. That could be vital. And the reason that we're doing today's game rather than this Norrköping game, which is what I said it was going to be, is there's a very real chance that we might not qualify out of this Champions League qualifier. And even if we do, if we look at the next round, we're in the Champions draw, you can see we're going to face Celtic or Inter Turku. And if we face Celtic, they're a squad probably far above our level. Certainly would be an achievement to knock out Celtic if we can. But we're jumping. I mean, they've got Matteo Darmian, you know, on permanent deal. This is crazy, but they spent £10.25 million to bring him to Glasgow. But anyway, we're looking at a team we're not even playing yet. Let's play Lubin. Let's hopefully get there so we can at least enjoy one more game and satisfy demands of the board. They want the playoffs, but I want group stages. You know, it keeps the money ticking over. Hopefully we were just that much short, literally that much short of the coefficient to be a seeded team for that third round of the qualifying draw. So, you know, we could do it if we'd have just maybe finished in third place and had a bit of Europa League football last year. We might have just edged that coefficient, but you know that's what's going to happen when you play this. You can see there Safari injured, so we will be making a slight change. Probably Bengtsson will come in, but I'll deal with that in just a minute. And as I say, I'll see you pitch side with the teams. So there are the teams then. Gökhan Gül comes in to replace Safari at centre half. Other than that, it's pretty much full strength. Bashiru Mangala in the middle. We brought Benarku in. Dykes was just a little bit tired. You know, we played a lot of games recently, and the big breaks that we have do not help conditioning. So we've sort of had to get back up to speed. I mean, we should be winning this game without any problems. So that's exactly what we're going to tell them, and we're going to tell the boys we have a bit of faith. Interestingly, they all came to me and said that they thought we lacked quality in the middle. Yeah, you know, I mean, Salim Levitsky does weaken the midfield because we just don't have as many bodies, but he wasn't playing anyway, so I don't really see it that. And that's why, again, we've gone out and we've spent decent-ish money on Durham, Toivonen, who can play there, so hopefully that satisfies the players and we don't have a massive revolt on our hands. But anyway, we're discussing something that doesn't really matter. At this point, we are ahead in the tie, but hopefully we can get some goals because we haven't seen anything in this opening 18 or so minutes. And after half an hour, the first opportunity, free kick there, wasted by Lubin. That's what I'm going to call him. I'm going to ignore the Zhaglebi. And Hurler, the man who got our away goal, can't manage to produce anything, and Dragowski should collect this without any drama. He's only got one option on. And will he find him? He does find him. Lovely ball out to Brawson Nielsen. To Vinheim, subject to much transfer interest from the continent. We won't be selling him though. Here we go down the left now. Hurler crosses. Rosenberg, the man, enjoying the sunset of his career, gives us a really strong position. Puts us in a really strong position for this tie now. You can see Benarku there just plays the ball down the flank. Hurler. It's a good cross, and Rosenberg, it's all about that finish. That is a tight angle to finish that from, and he duly obliges using all of his experience, and their goalkeeper, we'll simply call him their keeper. Looking at his name, he's got far too many Z's in it for my liking. It's good for Scrabble, not good for saying. Bashiru now coming down this right side, crosses, Hurler's in there, and launches one behind the goal. Didn't get over that, maybe on the stretch a tad, but you would expect him to score, or at least test the goalkeeper. Jezza now playing the ball into a position that he thought someone might be there. Wasn't. Benarku, Bashiru. He pulls all the strings as Bash. Rosenberg, tired finish, but he was offside apparently. It didn't feel offside, but we'll let that go because he didn't score anyway. And a free kick now for Lubin, and headed down. And just like they did in Poland, they've scored their first shot on target. It was their only shot on target in that game, and they've scored it here from a nod down from a free kick. Matish wins the ball in the air, and it's Dragowski can't keep the ball out. That's incredibly frustrating because that neutralises our away goal. And I thought it's a really poor ball in by Hurler. I don't know, maybe this Polish team just has a bit of a way of taking us apart with set pieces, but well, I mean, he's come through the back of him there. Yes, he won the ball, but Rosenberg, Mangala should collect down the left side to Hurler. Can he cross? He can. Jez is under it, hits the crossbar. Things aren't going as well for us in this Champions League qualifying as they did last time. I think we have to be irritated with the boys because we're at home this time. I could sort of excuse a difficult performance a long way away in Poland, but to come up short in the home tie is not what we should be doing given what we want to achieve. If we want to make Champions League group stages and beyond, then of course we're going to need to be able to win home games, and if we can't do that against Lubin, how do we hope to do it against anyone in the Champions League proper? Hopefully we can put the first half behind us and settle into a bit of a rhythm. As well, I mean, the deflected pass, but well covered by Nielsen, and Vinheim should come down this right side. He does, and crosses. Hurler headed down, and Mangala, fantastic loan signing. Important to note, not just this year, we've got him for the 2 years. Him and Gökhan Gül both in for a 2-year haul, if not more, hopefully. Vinheim did what we need him to do. He spread out the back line of Lubin. Hurler heads it down, and Mangala crashes home. It doesn't mean a huge deal. It means we're ahead, but if Lubin score again, you know, that's to win the tie. They needed to score. That's not changed, and that's the thing that'll be in their mind as to keep them going. Is they still only need one goal to go ahead. Benaku hopefully will win that, and does. Gökhan Gül collects, goes out right to Vinheim. Lots of space for him here. Finds Rosenberg in the channel, crosses. Hurler heads down, and Mangala puts the ball into the back of the net. It's a better second half. Mangala's been the man. He's really come on with his regular football, and that's the key. Regular football for a player of his standard at this level. Champions League is where he's going to make his mark, and Hurler heads it down beautifully, and Mangala goes straight through Lubin's keeper, because ignoring that name, it's just Zazowski. I think you just ignore the Zazowski. Anyway, Bashir's going to come off. We're going to bring on Big Kev, and I think we'll probably leave it at that, shall we? Oh, we'll bring on Kubler for Vinheim, just for fitness reasons. We need to get these players up to scratch for league action. It's crossed in. Rosenberg heads at goalkeeper. Straight at him, and a yard either side, and he'd have been off celebrating his second of the game. But we should, although as I say that, another set piece headed away. It remains their only shot on target that Lubin has scored from. 2 shots on target over the 2 legs, and they've scored 2 goals. Clinical at the absolute most. Benaku should collect this without any problem. And he might be able to spring an attack. Looks for Hurler. Takes it on the spin. Great ball to Rosenberg. Hits the crossbar, and Jesus taps it into an open net. 4-1. 5-2 now on the aggregate. On aggregate. Can't even speak. That control there from Hurler. He's taking the mick, and a great threaded ball through. It's a good save, actually. I thought it was off the crossbar. It was a fantastic save from keeper. And let's make our final change. I think we're going to bring Toivonen on for Jezza. Not great at playing this role, but you know, he's got experience that should hopefully see him get a couple of goals for us. I'd just like to see him score, to be honest. I always remember him playing for, I think he played for Blackburn at some point, and never really settled as far as I can remember. Never really did anything, but did enough for me to remember him anyway. As Kubler collects, and here is the aforementioned Toivonen, or Zlatan. I might change his name to Zlatan. Nah, that's disrespectful to the great man, to Ola. As Benaku crosses, Hurler's under it, and this time puts it into the roof of the net. 5 goals. Well, this is more like it. Setting up that tie with potentially Celtic. I'd rather not play Celtic, if I'm honest, but if it is Celtic, then it's Celtic it is. This is a good finish from Lucas. He's only here for the 1 year. Hopefully we can keep him. But the kind of form he's showing, you'd expect. He's got a hat-trick. So the kind of form he's showing, you'd expect his parent club, which I'm struggling to remember it is. I want to say Freiburg, but I don't think it is Freiburg. They're probably going to say they want to give him a chance. So hopefully they'll give him a chance for 3 weeks or something, and then we'll pick him up for 50 quid. That'll do me. It's Benaku. I thought he was going to get sent off there, but not this time at least. Primel goes on the angle. Kubler collects, and still it remains their only attack, their only shot, although it might be their second, and that's a good save from Jagoski. They should have made it 3 goals from 3 shots, but 2 goals it remains, so at least there's something there. So there it is then, 5 goals to 1 on the night. Eventually the quality showed through, and well, we'll see who we get in that next round. It's going to be Celtic, and the first leg's at home. So we might not even make the playoff, which is pretty sad. Interestingly, the current holders are Paris, and we beat them once last year and went 5-2 at the Park. So I don't think that's too bad. Yeah. So I think the next game, well, you guessed it, it's going to be Celtic, and you'll probably get 2 episodes of Celtic, unless the first game's really quick, in which case we'll do it as 1. So yeah, do pop a like on there for me. Finally, we got our win over Lubin. Again, let me know how you say that. Zaglebi. I might be doing it right. Zaglebi. You let me know. Thanks very much for watching. As I say, do pop a like on there and subscribe as well for far more FM18 and 19 content coming very soon. I'll see you again on the next video. Goodbye.